Hello and welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a great day. It is time to do some HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And yes, this is another video in the series. Let's just head straight to it. Let's waste no time. Opening up Microsoft Edge, and I'm going to go straight into ChatGPT. It is going to help us. Let me just open it up. There is our beautiful ChatGPT. It's going to take some time to load. Also, I want to see what happens um, in the back side, in the back end, or the server side, whatever side this is called. Okay. Really slow for some reason. Okay, there it is. Console. WebGL deprecated. So you can see there's a lot of coding going on, and the code is coding. There it is. This is what we want. Alright, what is this object? IUVJ01B prototype object. Okay, day 2 preview. If you complete day 1, which we've already done tomorrow, we'll add input fields, style them properly, use JavaScript to read user input, build a tiny greeting app, and before we continue, reply with one of these. Alright, done. Since we're done, we're gonna move. What is this? So we're getting this weird error. Okay. Well done, well done. Front end journey the right way. Let's move forward. Day 2, still baby steps. HTML, CSS, JavaScript together. User input and dynamic input is the goal for today. Build a small greeting app where a user types their name, clicks a button, page shows a personalized message, no alert this time. Okay. User types their name, clicks a button, personalized message, no alert this time. Okay. Let's open up Visual Studio Code, and that is where we are going to do the code. Okay, not this one. Here it is. Right click and open with code. Fantastic. Fabulous. Oh, I love this. That is a beautiful emoji. Open index.html and replace the body content with this. Okay. ChatGPT, hold on. We have a lot of work to do. I know that. But we're gonna start with a blank page. Whoopsie. Okay. Doc type. Exclamation. Doc type. Whoops. Doc type. W? Why would there be a W? Is that it? That does not look like it. Exclamation mark. Here it is. Alright. Doc type HTML. Now, it needs a body. You know what? I should actually bring back the old template because we're going to need it for practice. Definitely. Here it is. HTML. Let's just do some changes. In the body, the H1 is going to be the greeting app. Okay. Greeting. App. Okay. What is next? The input. There's a tag for input. That is so cool. We don't need this. Also, I want to close this. Okay, input. So the type is going to be text. There it is. ID is equal to name input. We can give that any name. Do not need to worry about that. Okay, there's also a placeholder. That ID is there because I think we're going to write some CSS and then target the ID. Enter your name. Okay, that is done. We're done with the input. It does not have an ending tag. That's it for it. BR. Probably a line break. I'm not sure. And then we have a button. And on click, this method is going to be called. But what is the content of the button? It is greet me. Okay. Greet me. Lovely. And now let's move into the button, and on click, it is going to do something. So let's make it do it. On click greet user. Okay. Greet user. So that's the function that we're gonna call. That's gonna get called. Alright. Paragraph. We also have a paragraph. Okay. ID is equal to result. So now we have two IDs. Do I need to close this? Yes, I do. There it is. Lovely. And then finally the script. Script. Automatically did that. And now move into the script, and src is equal to script.js. There it is. Okay, well, the HTML is mostly done. New HTML concepts. Input takes the user data. ID is a unique identifier, very important. P is the place to show the output. We're gonna see the output, okay. Well, let's move on to the CSS. Style input and message. Open style.css and add this below existing code. Or replace if you want. So first we're gonna style the input. You know what input is? Input is right over here. It's a tag, I think. So let's get to it. Input. Lovely. Okay, some padding. How much is that? 10 pixels. Right. 10 pixels all sides. And then we have the font size, which is 16 pixels. And then the width, alright, we also have a beautiful width. 200 pixels. Wow, that is a lot. So this is the input. And you can see that it has, it's a text type. It has the okay, name input. It has a placeholder, enter your name, which is gonna have a, it's gonna have a width. Although, what is name input? Why do we add this input, name input? And then we have the result. Let's style the result. And the difference in the result, as you can see over here, is that, where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. So results, it's an ID. And for that purpose, they're using a hashtag, whereas input is a tag. And they're using the normal brackets for that. So there is a hashtag for the ID. Okay. The first thing, okay, there are three things: margin at the top, font size and color. Margin at the top, how much is that gonna be? 20 pixels. Smooth, lovely choice. Margin at the top, font size. There we go. How much is that gonna be? 18 pixels. Absolutely wonderful. Color is gonna be green. There it is. And now, new CSS concepts. Styling input fields, yes, we did that. Targeting elements using ID, yes. Result was an ID, and we targeted it. Absolutely fantastic. It is now time to move on to JavaScript, or JavaScript, however you call it. Read input and show text. Really simple. Really simple. Okay, so let's create the first function, which is over here, greet user. Let's create that. Let's rename this to greet user. Is that correct? Absolutely correct. And then inside this, let name is equal to document dot get element by ID. Name input, okay. No. Get element by ID. Alright, so that is why we gave it the ID. Name input, alright. I totally get it now. It's gonna be capital. Name input, oh well, I'm understanding this now. Really cool. Alright, so we're done with that. Semicolon. And then if name equals to this, if it's empty, what is it gonna do? It's gonna do something. Document.get element by ID, alright. Get element ID result. You know what a result is, right? This is a result. This is the ID for the result. It's a p tag. Dot enter text. Please enter your name. Alright, semicolon at the end. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, this is done. Else, what's it gonna do? Document.get element by ID. result.innerText, okay. Equal to hello plus name plus welcome. Okay. You know what that's gonna do? So the result ID, which is this, greet user. So when we click on this button, greet user, this function is gonna get called. It's gonna get the value in name input. Name input is this, which is the input. And if the name, okay, name. Do we have a name over here? Somewhere? We don't have an ID by name, but it says, okay, so we declared name over here. Alright. So whatever value that is, if that is equal to empty, it's gonna say please enter your name. If it's not empty, it's gonna say hello, whatever name we typed in, welcome. I get it now. Really simple. Alright, so that's it for the JavaScript. New JavaScript concepts, document.get element by ID, .value for reading input. For reading input. .value. .value, okay. And .inner text changing page text. Yeah, changing the page text. Simple if condition. Refresh the page, type your name, click greet me, and that is it. Now we're not going to do the mini task. We are so sorry. But no. Alright, it is time to do the magic. It is time to code the code. For some reason, alright, there it is. Let's run it. Lovely. Greet me. Console. Alright, so if I open up the console, index.html line 11, greet user is not defined. Oh, alright. There was not supposed to be this, I think. Hold on. HTML, greet user. This is weird. Alright, let's just copy the error and give it to ChatGPT. Alright, let's see what ChatGPT has to say for this. Style CSS script.js. It's a small s. Yes, that is correct. This before body. Let's see that. Yes, it is. Well, of course it does. Well, it seems we have run into a slight problem. Hmm. Alright, I did not. It was not saved. It wasn't saved for some reason, which was causing the error. If I load it again, yes, it works. So the thing was, it wasn't saved for some reason. Okay, style sheet is out. Linked. Link. Yeah, style sheet. Style.css. Okay, that is linked. It's working. And if I type this again, enter your name and ABC. I'm going to type in my name, ABC. Greet me. Hello, ABC. Welcome. So look at this. Hello, ABC. Welcome. Yeah, so hello, I type name ABC. Welcome. So it does work. And if we check out so we're going to check out the CSS now. You're going to see that there's going to be a lot of differences in the actual CSS and the rendered stuff and the actual stuff. All right. Something interesting. It's very interesting. So the input. What is the input? Let's check that out. So input is a tag and it has a padding of 10 pixels. So that's from all sides. And this is the input. It should have a padding of like on all sides, and it does. Check that out, check that out. It does have padding. And how much padding did we give it? We gave it like 10 pixels. Input should have 10 pixel padding, and yes, exact. It has 10 pixel padding, and by default I think it has 2 pixel border on all sides. What else? 200 pixels width. Let's see if that is there as well. With 200 pixels, you can see that that is working as well. The 200 pixels width. If I turn it off, it's less. If I turn it on, it's more. Font size 16 pixels. Turn it off, it becomes smaller. Turn it on, it's working. Padding, remove it, add it. So yeah, everything works. You get the idea, and finally the result. What is result? Really simple. A result is an ID, alright, for the p tag. So it has where's the p tag? So let's see which p tag is that. It's this one. Alright, let's check it out. This is it. Alright, yeah, let's check out. So margin at the top 20 pixels. Yes, if we remove it and we add it 20 pixel margin, it works. And then font size 18 pixels works as well. Remove the color, it works as well. So everything works. Yeah, margin at the top 20 and at the bottom is 18. Are we talking about this? Yes. Margin at the top is 20. But look at this. This is something weird. It gave it a margin of 18 at the bottom. So that's minus 2 pixels. Why would that be? That's weird. Alright, so yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a beautiful day. And remember, code the code. Bye-bye.